Lie down on your tummy, bringing your hands alongside your body. If you've got a towel, put it underneath your head. Roll your shoulders back and lift your chest, and then lower down towards the floor. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, and roll down to the floor. Shoulders back, lift the chest, and roll down. So this is a strengthening for your lower back, but it also requires abdominal strength. Pull your tummy in as you do this work. Just a connection with your deep abdominal. Breathing out, rolling the arms back. Breathing out, rolling back. Can we have two more? So what does your lower back say to you now? What do you need? Is it simply heels to bum and moving your feet, or is it the pose of a child? Oh, I like it. Paul's gone for a stretch. I'm going to follow his lead. So take one hand, the opposite hand, forward, and then bring your other hand to your ankle as we stretch our quads, front of thighs. So if you can find your toes, that's fine. If you can find your leggings, that's fine. Trousers, it's fine. But if you can get your ankle, you get double, triple Pilates points to be redeemed at a store near you. Lift your thigh. Lift your thigh. Hip on the floor. Lift the thigh. Let's do that on the other side. Swap hands. So find the back of your trousers. Find your toes. Or, for double, triple points, find your ankle. Opposite hand forward. Hip on the floor, thigh lifts off. Who's up for double legs? Who's up for holding both ankles? This is a great shoulder opening, great thigh stretch. Eye gaze on the floor, out in front. And because we've done such a big stretch, you need the counter stretch, the pose of a child. So come into that now. Toes together, knees wide, go for the counter stretch. Perfect. And then come back down onto the floor and take your hands forward. Both hands out in front, feet relaxed down on the floor, hips connected to the floor. You can relax your hands on the floor, relax your head on the floor, and only lift your front arm. Lift the arm and lower. Lift the back arm and lower. And keep that going with your head on the floor. Keep your head down and just lift the arms. And notice what happens to your body. Do you shift from side to side? Or are you able to keep your hips on the floor, your toes on the floor, and keep your body still? That's what you're looking for. You're looking to open up across the upper back. And that means keeping your body still. Head down. I have to talk. Now you can raise your head. Raise your head with your arm and lower. Raise your head with your arm and lower. Breathe out. Lift and lower. Push away and lower. Keep going. Lift and lower. So at this stage, I've still got my feet connected to the floor. Hips on the floor. Pulling in my tummy just a little. Squeezing your bum. You ready? Level 3. Opposite leg, arm, and raise the head. Opposite leg and arm, and lower. Opposite leg and arm. Back strengthening exercise. And also educating the back to work with the tummy. So as you put that load through the lower back, your tummy muscles draw in to support. Push away. Breathe out. Good. Now I know some of you are looking for a little extra, another level. And for this I'm going to hover. Hover your arms and your feet off the floor. Wow, feel that? So just rest for a moment and we'll try that again. Hover, lift the arms, lift both feet. Whoa, feel that? And lower. So what's going on for you? Is it your neck strain? Then let your eyes drop, let your eye gaze drop. Arms and legs both. And lower, wow. 2 more like that, tighten the tummy. Arms and legs. 4. And again, lift. And rest. Bring the heels to the bum. Just a little finale. I'm going to take opposite arm and kind of swim. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift my arms and lift my legs. And then lift one arm and the opposite leg a little higher. 5 of those. So join me when you're ready. Hover. Lifting both arms and both legs. Now lift the opposite arm and opposite leg. It's not going down that well in class. Haven't got a big commitment yet. Oh yeah, everybody's in. Good. Now rest. Heels to bum. It would be marvellous, simply marvellous, if we did it all together one last time. You up for it, Derek? Yes, he is. Both arms, both legs, hold. Opposite arm and leg. Other side, don't lift too high. 4. Other side, tummy muscles in. 3. Other side. 2, right across the back. We are strengthening. One last one, give the bum a squeeze. Okay, now rest. My suggestion, when you feel ready, is the pose of a child. It's that marvellous counter posture for your back. Pushing your bottom back and taking your arms forward. Feel the stretch, let your head drop. Take your hands to the edge of the mat and push your bottom away. So you're taking both hands to one edge of the mat and you're pushing your bottom the opposite direction. And then you're coming into the middle, pushing your bum back, spreading the fingers, inching the fingers forward and pushing your bum back. And then taking your hands to the other edge of the mat, pushing your bum back. Into the middle, stretching your back, head under, bottom under, and then lie down on your back. Pull your knees into your chest and your towel under your head. I'm just having some water before I lie down. Knees to chest. Hands on your knees. If you've got a towel, put it underneath your head. And continue that healing for the lower back. Circling one way. Letting your breath go. And circling the other. Bring your feet to the floor and find your hip bones. Shift your hips right to left. Good. So you have an understanding. I'm using my second and third finger just to feel what's going on in my hip bones. That's the top, the rim of your pelvis. Now level them off, line them up. And do the same thing with the pubic bone. Lift and push away until your pubic bone levels with your hips. Then bring the ribs down. Once the ribs are down, lay the hands on the floor and lift the front knee. Knee over hip, tap, and breathe out, lift. Tap, and breathe out, lift. The leg hinges from the hip and is supported by your deep abdominal, and that is Pilates. Hold the leg in the air, push the back down and lift the second knee. Now release your back, and I need to see you do that. Pull your tummy in, press your tummy down, and continue tapping the floor 1 foot at a time with the lightest of touches. And if you feel that this is pulling on your back, you're not pulling your tummy in enough. This isn't a back exercise. Pull your tummy in to protect your back. Well done. So everything is coming from that deep corset muscle. Tummy muscles tight. Arms are relaxed by your side. Shoulders are relaxed. Head is relaxed. A towel underneath your head will support your neck. Perfect. 3 more of these. Keep alternating. Maybe you would extend your leg a little bit further away. It's up to you. 2 more. Keeping the knee coming back up over the hip. Big toes visible to you. Now hug your knees into your chest. Whoa. And release the lower back. Same releasing strategy. Hands to knees. Letting the breath go. So that's deep abdominal. Let's add the 6-pack. So 1 or both knees above your hips, hands behind your head, elbows on the floor. As you tap the floor, raise your head, lower the head as the knee comes up. So deep abdominal with the toe tap, knees over hips, and breathe out as you push away. Perfect. So we've changed the breathing to reflect the intensity of the exercise. Toe tap to work the deep abdominal. Breathing out, lifting the chest to work the 6-pack. Keep going. 5 more to really feel the intensity of this. 4 more. Stay with me. Stay strong. So I want you to think about tightening the tummy, but also engaging the pelvic floor. So feel as if you're drawing up internally. You're not pushing down on the pelvic floor, you're drawing up. So give me one last one with that focus in mind, and then rest your head. So you've done your deep abdominal, which is the closest to the skeletal frame. You've done the 6-pack, which is closest to the skin. The obliques, oh, we haven't done them for ages. So let's do the 1-leg stretch. Let's start with the leg in the air, pointing the toes and your hands on the shin, and lower the leg. And then hug that knee in, hands on shin, leg to the sky, leg almost to the floor. So it starts with an active stretch. And a stretch right through the front, the anterior of the leg, toes, knees and thighs. Then bring the hands behind the head in the way that you've just done. Raise the head, shoulder to knee, and then rest your head. Lift and go over, lower and rest. Lift and go over, lower and rest. Breathe out, over and lower. Keep going, over and lower. Breathe out. Breathe out. I'd love to see pointed toes. Just to stretch the front of your foot. We're going to do 5 more and we'll finish it there. 5. So with me, I'm keeping my head off the floor. 4 more. Head off the floor. Well done. 3 to go. Shoulder over towards the knee. Keeping that hovered position in the middle. Last 2. Last one, you can do this. Perfect. Bring your feet, your toes to the floor, your arms to the side, your palms up, and let your knees go one way and your head move the other. Toes on the floor, lift the knees, over you go. So this is your release for your obliques. Lift and roll. Lift and roll. One more, both sides. Good. Push away. Press the hips away. And then go for a full body stretch. Extend the legs one at a time. Draw the tummy in. Take the arms above your head and hold your right wrist and push your right heel away. And then hold the left wrist and push the left heel away. And then bend the knees. And a tiny little tummy stretch to finish. Roll over onto your tummy. Relax your feet and perch yourself up on your forearms. So your forearm is on the floor, your elbow underneath your shoulder, and I just want you to push your pubic bone into the floor and push your tummy forward. So you're looking for that stretch all the way down your tummy. Now my elbows are on the floor, my forearms are on the floor, my hands are spread, my fingers are spread. Some of you would like, not everybody, to push up onto their hands. If that's too much, walk your hands further out. Well done, Beverly. Now drop your shoulders, eyes forward, and then bring the elbows down. Hands to forehead, heels to bum, and move your feet side to side. Would you like to do that again? Yes, please, Adele, that was a really nice stretch. Excellent. Bring your feet to the floor, relax your knees, forearms to the floor, look forward. If it feels good, push the hips into the floor, lift the elbows. Wow, drop those shoulders. Fabulous. Come into the pose of a child. It is the perfect counter posture for everything that we do in our back. Gardening, pose of a child. Toes together, knees wide, arms forward. And take your hands to the edge of the mat to get into one hip. And you're actively pushing your hip to one side. And then through the middle and over to the other side. Good. Finish this section off. Come up onto your hands and knees. And mobilize your back. Tuck your head under, tuck your bottom under. Stretch your spine. Good work. And then come to take a seat. Notice how you feel. Notice how relaxed your shoulders are, your neck. How calm you feel. Big breath in. Lift your hands, capture this moment, and bring your thumbs to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, well done. Good work.